This is GRL Raw, the podcast where the GRL team tells you why they're different. Who the hell are they? Why should you want them fighting for you? The industry leader in law with over 180 years of combined experience. This team is here to shed light on crucial topics in law to keep you aware and informed, because it comes back to the primary point. We give a damn.
All right, welcome to episode 3 of GRL Raw. I am your host for today, Bobby Rehkemper, and this episode I'm joined by none other than James Jim Sayre Jr., correct?
Technically, I'm not a junior since we all have different middle names, but yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with James Jr.
All right.
It has a better ring because now the two that have preceded you, episodes 1 and 2, all had some nicknames.
I don't really have one.
We don't have one for you yet.
You can't give yourself your own nickname out.
You're not wrong. You're
Okay.
not wrong. So
They just happen.
They do. We'll work on that. And actually, fun fact is, before joining GRL Law, you did not even have a photograph that was discoverable on the internet.
By intention?
Witness protection?
No, just private person.
And this is not bad. But now we're going to turn you into an internet sensation. As the kids say, a YouTuber. You're going to be a YouTube sensation with today's topic.
My hands are in your trust.
Well, I apologize in advance.
Me too.
Little bit of information about you. You've been in practice how long?
21 years.
21 years. And you are the golf ringer at GRL. True?
Well, it doesn't really take a whole lot,
It
but
does
yes.
not. It does not.
Yes, you are correct.
You defended Corey, which is great. Okay, so the golfer, you've worked at another law firm before, true?
Right. When I came out of law school, I got into law school and out of law school as fast as I could because I pretty much had a job with my dad. He had been in practice since 1973. I was just going to go practice with him, and that's what I did for roughly the first 20 years of my career.
Okay. So having worked in you've been with us, I don't want to ruin this, a year and a half?
Almost, yep.
Year and a half now. So coming from a different practice of law standpoint, different environment, what would you say is the biggest difference that sticks out to you about the GRL team in general?
I would say just kind of the synergy of the entire firm.
It's a big word.
Well, right, but it's, you scratch my back, I give you a referral, and the whole firm just kind of works together in one big moving unit. If somebody is gone for the day or sick, whatever, somebody else picks up the part there. It's just one big synergy of 14, 15 people.
Yeah, so kind of the we use the word team and we throw that around all the time, but it really is what this group is about.
Yep.
Cool. Now, not to put any pressure on the new guy, we got a lot to live up with this episode. All right? The last 2 episodes we had the dope Yoda.
Hard to live up to. We
had motorboating with Captain Wizard.
Interesting title.
I mean, it's some sexy topics, catchy names, stuff that draws people in. We're talking about something a little different today. Why should people even keep watching from this point on?
Well, what we're going to be talking about today is not necessarily as sexy as that. But there is one thing that is sexy.
What is that?
Money.
Money.
And we're talking about how we can save you money.
Money. Absolute money. Big bank accounts, fat bank accounts are indeed sexy.
Yep.
Okay. Well, hang tight. We're going to take a break. We're going to learn a little bit more about Jim, why we take a little partake in his specialty drink, which is
Moscow Mule.
Old-fashioned mules. We'll be right back.
James H. Sayre is a second-generation attorney. James has a general civil practice with concentrations in will and trusts, guardianship and conservatorship, power of attorney, family law, real estate, and helping people sell their home for sale by owner while saving them thousands of dollars. With over 21 years in practice, James is a trusted and knowledgeable attorney. Give him a call today to learn how he can help you.
So welcome back. Fun little nugget. We let every attorney write their own bios, script, for that commercial point.
Correct.
Yours was the only one that we had to put a little edit on.
Little flavor.
Little flavor. Not a little flavor. We didn't flavor it, but you, in the original version, it talked about something called POA.
Okay.
And it used the word POA. So we took the liberty in that spot to explain what, in the legal terms, POA means, because where I come from, POA means something completely different.
Then the world of probate, yes.
Probate, the power of attorney,
Yes.
not the same as piece of.
Well, your mind is dirty, so.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Anyway, so before we get going on the meat of today, we always do a monthly update. We always do an episode update, and things have been happening around here that are, boy, it's
They're
been
popping.
They've been popping. It's been cracking. I think the most notable was Corey and Grant's verdict in a personal injury case down in Decatur County. Do you remember what it was for?
It was a wrongful death case, or no, the gal got injured, but they were suing in a state, which was kind of weird. Because,
Hard, really hard.
Right, you don't want to go there and sue a dead person.
Right.
So, but yeah, they went down there and, I think they came out with a good verdict.
$300,000.
Not bad down there.
It's a phenomenal verdict given everything in that particular case. Another thing that we've been getting some love letters from was we had a case up in Floyd County that the judge did the right thing. A motorist struck a cyclist, tragically resulted in the death of the cyclist. Our client was charged with vehicular homicide. Halfway through trial, the judge threw it all out, saying they couldn't get where they needed to go.
And who won that one?
Well, I mean,
I think it was Bobo the Magnifico.
Just the magnificent. What is it? Magnificent?
I don't know.
We're working on that.
It was you.
Yeah. Well, it was Justice won that one.
I would agree.
Colin did also the Dope Yoda wanted us to update everybody that the governor did indeed sign
Garbage law.
the garbage law. You no longer have an expectation of privacy starting July 1st. According to the Iowa legislature, in your garbage, we got work to do. We got work to do on that. And then finally, we were going to do a blog about this. So Grant, we had a question of, do you have to, the last episode with the Wizard, do you have to wear a life jacket while inner tubing down a river? What would be your instinct?
I think you should. There's probably not a law that says you have to.
Well, so instinct is good. I mean, rivers, dark, you go under, you're not coming back up, we can't find you.
Right.
Right? Although you are in an inner tube.
Assuming that you still have a hold of the inner tube.
Solid point, solid point. So, we looked this up, we got an answer. You have to have a life jacket on anytime you are on or you have to have an adult, anybody 12 or older, 13 or older, has to have a life jacket available when they're on a watercraft or a vessel that is in use.
Is an inner tube considered a watercraft?
See, look at that. You're lowering this up. Yes. So a watercraft is considered a vessel, or the definition goes with watercraft is a vessel. A vessel in use is a vessel on the water. Therefore, ready? Watercraft is defined as any vessel which through the buoyant force of water floats upon water and is capable of carrying one or more persons.
Why did they limit it to 12 and older?
So 12 and younger have to be wearing a life jacket.
Okay.
Over 12, you have to have a type 1, 2, 3, or 5, last episode, on board with you.
Available.
So you could be sitting on an inner tube, and as long as you're also sitting on a life jacket, you're good.
You don't have to have it on, you just have to have it available.
I don't make the rules.
Sounds smart.
We just help Tyler. Now, we are talking about, the topic for today is Fizbo.
Correct.
Should we call it Fizbo with Jimbo?
And Bobo.
Fizbo with Jimbo and Babo?
Sounds good.
All right. Or the Fizbo Convo?
However you want to call it.
Okay. First of all, I asked this question the very first time that it came up is, what in the hell is Fizbo? What does Fizbo stand for? Is it a new pop? Is it a new soda? Is it a new delicious seltzer drink?
FSBO is essentially an acronym for sale by owner. And That can apply to lots of things, but in the world that we're talking about is for sale by owner of residential homes.
So can it also apply to buyers?
Uh,
Is that a thing?
well, it's for sale by owner.
Okay.
The buyer does not own the house, so realistically, they're going to be buying a for sale by owner.
Okay, well, is there buying by buyers for buyers?
There's buying and selling with or without representation. How about that?
Okay, but for purposes of our discussion today, we're going to talk primarily about selling and maybe throw in a few things about buying without agency.
Yes, selling your home without the need of a licensed realtor.
All right, so this is interesting, and I never thought about this until we started talking and still you started working here, because I didn't understand this stuff. This is America. God bless it.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Right or wrong, good or bad, when we own land, we feel like we should be able to do what we want with it, although we can't really do what we want with our land anymore without the government's permission. However, am I free to sell what I own?
Absolutely.
Property.
As long as you can prove you own it, yeah.
Do I have to have a license to sell a house? Like, so I own a house, I own a piece of property, I own my damn dirt, I staked it out, I own it. Do I have to have any special license, permission, or blessing by the government to be able to sell my house?
99% of the time, no.
Interesting. I don't have to have any special classes or licenses?
You have to have a license to be a real estate agent where you buy and sell real estate. Now, as a homeowner, you don't have to have a license to sell your home.
So Bobo wants to sell his house. I can say, my house is for sale, and I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not as hard as everybody thinks.
Do I have to have special knowledge? Anything?
Well, no.
No.
Where the house is. Do you know where it is?
I do.
Okay.
I find it every day.
No, you can sell that piece of property as long as you own it.
Okay. What about commercial real estate? What about, so we talk about for sale by owner, and we're talking about, we just talked about residential real estate. What about commercial real estate?
Typically with commercial real estate, you're going to have a licensed realtor involved just because you're dealing with leases. Sometimes there's brokers. It's a different transaction, and most of the time there's going to be licensed realtors involved.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about, we're talking about home sales, residential home sales. You own it and you want to sell it.
Correct.
Okay. Why? Why should I do that? Everybody. We know realtors. I have friends that are realtors. Why should I even consider? It sounds like a bad idea.
So here's the reality. We all have friends and family that we know a realtor or, some degree of separation to a realtor. This podcast is not meant to take away from anything that those realtors do. Okay? This podcast is basically to be an informative piece about how the market has changed throughout the invention of the internet and whatnot, and the value that some real estate agents give to a homeowner is not necessarily the same value that it once was. And some of what we're going to talk about is that process, and some of which you can do on your own to save you money.
So again, the sexy bank account.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's give our realtor friends a plug. So when is it beneficial to say, I need a realtor, I should be considering a realtor in this type of situation?
I think there's a couple different ones. Obviously, the first one is if, let's say you move into a new city. You don't know where are the good neighborhoods, where are the bad neighborhoods. You would probably want a realtor to kind of guide you in that.
Okay.
The second would be if you have a unique home or maybe an acreage or something. If you have one of the, let's say a very large home that's going to take a little while to sell, probably should consider a realtor.
Where those connections can have a big impact that we'll talk about in a little bit. Multiple listing services, the professional context.
Absolutely.
It's going to be important. And then obviously if it takes time to get maybe you try it on your own, can't do it, maybe you're, all right, I tap.
Some houses are just going to be more difficult to sell. In the past few years, people in my neighborhood, they put a sign in the yard and they're sold within days.
So, and we're going to talk about that one because that's a super interesting one. I think it's very compelling. But, and maybe the idea is, well, I don't want to hassle it. And getting ready for this, we talked about the whole, I don't want to deal with it. Like, I'm just going to do what everybody else does. Everybody does this. This is what we've done all along. And I think I figured out the psychology behind it.
Okay, let's hear it.
You ready? Ready? So it's like paying taxes. You really hate paying taxes when you have to write out, if you're self-employed, and you have to write out a check for quarterly estimates. Write the check, right? You have to give your money away, theoretically, to the government.
Correct.
Whereas you don't mind it, doesn't seem to bother us so much when it's automatically being deducted out of our check and we don't see that money in our bank account. So it may be that the thought of, say, for a $300,000 house being sold, right? I think the average 7% commission, industry standard 7% commission, $21,000, right?
It's a lot of change.
A lot of change. But if you're not writing the check for $21,000, you never really see that money in your bank account because it comes out of the closing documents after the fact. For whatever reason, people just seem, oh, that seems okay, that's reasonable. I don't have to part with it and hand over the money. Think that's a factor at all?
I think that is part of it, and I think that that's part of what we're here today to talk about, just because, say, 25 years ago, the realtor did a lot more than they are now. And so maybe that $21,000 commission was earned, as opposed to, nowadays, buyers and sellers, they're doing a lot of that, let's say, called legwork on their own.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I remember the first house that my wife and I bought, a townhome, right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
The poor realtor drove us all over the metro. We were in Altoona, we were in Ankeny, we were in West Des Moines. We were everywhere. He was hauling us around for an entire day or two, showing us different properties because the internet, I mean, it just wasn't what it is today.
And I think that's, back then, that agent was probably earning his or her commission.
So I have kind of some barrier, like when I try to think about this and say this is a good idea, because you talk about why would anybody, at least selling a house initially, from a buyer's perspective, I always look at it as, I never took people with the for sale by owner sign in their yard as a serious seller.
It's funny that you say that, because even our producers, right before we got on the air, it's like, well, if you're doing for sale by owner, what are you trying to hide? And I hadn't even really thought about that one. But 95% of the people that I come in contact with that are doing a for sale by owner has more to do with just saving the expense of paying that real estate agent a commission. And just because you put a sign in your yard that says for sale by owner doesn't mean that a buyer with a real estate agent can't come to you and say, we want to buy your house, but would you be willing to pay maybe a smaller commission because that person does have a real estate agent?
So if I've signed up with an agent as a potential buyer,
Correct.
Jim selling your house, you had the for sale by owner sign in your house, I can still have my agent approach you and say, hey, what's shaking with this house?
Absolutely.
Okay. What are some other things that are kind of the barriers to what you've identified, barriers to people considering the for sale by owner process?
I think you touched on it a little bit, is people just think that's how real estate's done. You just have to have a realtor. I mean, that's just how it's always been. And there's still a lot of people that have that mindset.
Tradition.
Sure, we'll call it tradition.
That's how everybody else does it. That's how I've always done it. I have to pay this money. I never see the money anyway, so let's just roll with that.
And I think there's a lot of people out there that would be considering for sale by owner. They have other fears involved as well.
Like what?
The forms and the contracts that come with it.
So there's an intimidation factor.
Sure.
Okay.
There's maybe the fear that they don't have the knowledge to complete the process, or they'll make a mistake or something. And then that will somehow come back to bite them after the sale.
What we call in the law world is liability.
Correct.
Okay. So it sounds to me like there may be some solutions to a lot of these concerns.
I think that's where hiring an attorney to help you with a for sale by owner resolve those solutions.
Now, when I think of hiring an attorney, I'm thinking tens, $20,000. I mean, if an agent on a $300,000 house is going to, I mean, if they're splitting up a $21,000 in commission, surely an attorney is going to cost somebody in that ballpark, right?
That's probably what some people think, but it's a huge misconception because we do all of our work on flat fee rates, not on commission.
Well, then let's fix this misconception. Blow it up. Boom. Do it.
That's what we're here. Bobby.
Okay. So, ballpark figures. $300,000 house. What does it cost for the flat fee program at GRL for a for sale by owner?
You're talking about a couple $1,000s as opposed to $21,000.
Holy shit. Like that's a big difference.
Right. That's almost, well, let's call it $19,000 in your pocket that you didn't have.
You're telling me all you charge is a couple $1,000s to represent somebody for sale by owner, start to finish.
Sometimes it's not even that much. I mean, it can be less, it can be more, but it's never going to get to $21,000.
Maybe we need to raise your rates.
Probably. You've been telling me that.
No, I'm joking. Kind of joking. But that's important. I mean, because the time that goes into it from an attorney standpoint is not anywhere. If you were billing, even if you're billing $500 an hour to get up to that $21,000 or even $10,000 range, you're not getting there on a for sale by owner, are you?
Never. No, never.
And so that's that's a chunk of change. That's a sexy bank account that, like we've been talking about. So when did they walk me through? So you're convincing me now. $19,000 you're dangling in my face potentially to sell my house that I get to go home with.
So here's the difference between having a realtor and doing a for sale by owner. The biggest difference is who's selling the house. Okay. The realtor is going to come in, take pictures, put it on what's called the MLS, which is the multi-listing service, which gets the most views for a real estate.
Most publicity.
Okay. If you're doing it for sale by owner, you're doing that portion yourself, and then maybe you're going to put it on, a Zillow.com or Realtor.com, a free website that a lot of people use. It may just not have the actual views that the MLS gets.
So let's back up real quick. Jim H. Sayre, not Junior, because it's a different middle name, at GRL has convinced me to save $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in selling my own home. What do I need to do? I want to sell my house. What's my first step?
First step, make the decision that you want to sell your house.
Okay, I want to sell my house.
Okay. Next step, okay, we talked about kind of going down the game of life, and either you go down.
I remember that game.
With a realtor, or you go down the road.
It's available. It's available on a iPad app now. You can play it on an iPad. My youngest son loves to play it. He's really good. I'm not good. Sorry, I distracted you.
Okay. So which route are you going to take? Okay.
I'm selling this damn thing myself.
Okay. If you have a residential house, in Des Moines, in the suburbs, it's at least to your benefit to try it.
Yeah. So I'm in. You sold me. What do I need to do?
Okay. Put a sign in your yard.
Hold on. What? That's it? Wait, we have one.
Something like this, and probably with a phone number.
That would be helpful.
Okay.
Fill it in. Call Bobby.
I've seen someone do this, and within hours, their house is sold.
Nah.
With 3 offers.
So, fun fact. You know what this cost me at Lowe's this afternoon?
$15.
Actually more. Maybe I got robbed. $24. Because I bought the yard part too, not just the sign.
Well,
I went all in.
Okay, so you're $24 in.
Okay.
Now you take some pictures of your house, and you decide you're going to use Zillow.com. Okay? Zillow is a free website.
And not paying advertisement for us yet.
So at this point, you're $24 in.
I have the app on my phone. I like to browse it. It's fun.
You're $24 in.
Okay.
Your house is on the market.
Right then and there, I say, bam, sign in yard, Zillow.com.
It's not on the MLS that the realtors have access to, but I guarantee you realtors look at Zillow.
Yep.
I guarantee you they look at Realtor.com and everything else because they want to find the right house for their clients or whatever. But your house is now on the market, listed for sale.
So I'm in business.
in $24.
I am now a realtor agent for my own damn self.
Who knows your house the best?
My wife.
Fair enough. But not some person that you kind of know that's a mutual friend that's going to come in and try to sell your house.
That's a solid point. So there are some advantages to selling it yourself. You can help articulate and explain the benefits of your house, your community, the schools, maybe lie about your neighbors, say they're all great.
Right, exactly.
Or tell the truth about it, too.
You know, a third party is not going to know that information. They're not going to know. I mean, they might know what school district is in, but they couldn't be able to tell you, you know, how good the teachers are, or if that neighbor's a jerk or whatever. You know, the homeowner can.
What if they lie about their neighbors? Is that a material misrepresentation?
I think you'll probably be okay with that one.
Which we hold on, let's back up. We don't know. We're not going to go there, right?
Sure.
Okay, there we go. Disclaimer: don't lie about your neighbors. If you do, just plead the fifth. Criminal defense.
So, you know your house the best,
Okay.
but that's one part of what I kind of did a survey among the office.
Yeah.
That was one of the things where people was one of their concerns is they didn't want to actually deal with the potential buyers. They didn't want to have to negotiate with them. They didn't want to have to do that.
And that's where you can come in as an attorney, doing it on the flat fee basis from start to finish. You don't want to deal with them. We'll help with the negotiation.
I can provide a contract. You guys can just fill in the blanks.
Beautiful. And obviously, as a seller, you're going to know generally what you're willing to sell your house for.
Correct.
Okay. So you post a sign, you post it on the internet, maybe Facebook Marketplace. I've seen houses on Facebook Marketplace. Craigslist, whatever it may be. Creeps no need apply, that kind of thing. Show your house.
You can have an open house. You can have people contact you directly to come and see the house. You know, a lot of times when you put that sign in your yard, you're going to get neighbors that want their friends and family in the neighborhood. And so a lot of the referrals come from people around you.
Hold on, who wants to live next door to their parents or
Well,
family?
I don't, but
I mean, I totally would. I mean, I'm not going there, but I'm going to drink.
yeah.
Anyway, so you get the house sold. You know, you're in that position. So you get people interested, and they want to buy your house. I want to buy Jim's house.
So technically, it's the buyer's responsibility to come to the seller with a purchase agreement.
Okay.
So if that person doesn't have representation or whatever, I can provide that document.
Okay.
You can write the number on here, and if they don't agree to it, they just go back and forth. Boom, you're done.
And so let's just say somebody's kind of soldiering on their own. They haven't contacted you. They haven't gotten an attorney involved at the outset. At the time they're presented with an offer, that's kind of word of caution. That's where some legalities, paperwork really starts, correct?
Correct. I don't need to be in the process of you putting a sign in your yard, listing it for sale.
Although we do have for sale by owner signs for sale for $50.
And there's times where I've seen a lot of people that do for sale by owner that have gotten the purchase agreement and they're already done.
Okay.
Some people aren't comfortable. Some people want somebody to review the document, which is totally fine. But again, you're not paying $21,000 for somebody to do that.
But what I'm getting at is that there's something called a seller disclosure, where if you're selling your home, before you formally accept an offer, there's a document that needs to be filled out properly, truthfully. Don't mislead people. And that's kind of almost where if we're telling people, hey, if you're going to soldier on your own, where you might want to start considering actually having legal representation for a fraction of realtor fees, it's at that point before you formally accept an offer, correct? Because a purchase agreement is an enforceable contract.
Absolutely. When somebody does come to me with for sale by owner, I will give them a blank seller disclosure statement because technically by Iowa law, you're required to fill that out. And it just says, have you ever had any water in the basement? Have you had any problem with this? Have you ever? And you just click yes or no. And then if you click yes, then you write a description. You technically can write as is, meaning I'm selling the house the way it is. I'm not fixing anything.
That's like buying a car as is. It's kind of that's an automatic. People are going to run away, but
it's not the ideal situation,
right.
Especially for a buyer, because you have no idea what's wrong with the house.
Yeah. So, and honestly, a seller should be upfront, disclose things. When in doubt, disclose it. That way, the buyer, when they do buy, if they do buy, you have no problems being concerned with things not being disclosed and coming back and biting
Right.
you.
And you want to be as honest as you can on that, because technically if you I had a case not that long ago where somebody lied about water in the basement. The neighbor had helped them.
Allegedly lied?
Right. The neighbor had helped them remove the water-damaged carpet in the basement, and he was willing to testify to that, and so they got their whole basement redone for them. And the previous homeowner had to pay for it.
Yeah, so we don't lie on legal documents.
No, don't.
Or don't, I'm sorry, lie shows intent. Don't misstate.
Don't mislead.
Facts on legal documents.
Thanks, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I'm here. That's a whole different episode, right?
That's right.
Okay, so, and ultimately, once the purchase agreement is signed, then there are going to be procedures in place. Really, then it's hands off, especially if the seller has an attorney representing them through the process. It's almost hands off for the seller.
They're pretty much done.
And then that's where you earn your bacon.
Right. So the next step would be to find your abstract, whether it's in your safety deposit box or stuffed in a drawer in the basement. An abstract is a legal document that shows the first date that this property was purchased and everything that has transpired from then until now.
It's
how
the
many times
timeline of the person's property in legal terms.
It shows, when it was sold, who bought it, was there a mortgage on it, is there a homeowners association, all this stuff.
Easements.
Right.
To know a little bit about easements these days.
I'm sure you do.
With a
So the next
talks.
What I normally tell people to do, just find it, bring it to me, I'll take care of the rest.
Boom, and then you just let them know when to show up, bring the keys, bring the garage door opener, and here's some documents you're going to need to sign at closing. And
that's it.
The hard work is literally getting the sign, putting it in the yard, and figuring out what you're willing to sell it for.
So everything we just talked about with regards to the abstract, your realtor's not even going to do that anyways. Your realtor is there to sell your house. Once the house is sold, their job is pretty much done.
So this is an important piece that I think we've been remiss not to mention earlier. What can you provide a client that retains you to represent them in this process that a realtor cannot?
Sound legal advice?
Any legal advice, right?
Correct.
Because you are a lawyer.
Licensed to practice.
Licensed, still in good standing.
Always have been.
Clear, 100% quality good standing. You can give legal advice. You can give legal advice. Should I disclose this? Shouldn't I disclose this? What about this? What about that? You can advise them on legal issues throughout the process at no extra charge.
Correct.
As part of your role in this process.
Correct.
Okay, so that's kind of a big deal. Because if the concern is, I'm afraid of contracts, I'm afraid of liability, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that, this is too formal for me to get involved, and that's where you say, hold on, that's my job, that's what we do, that's what I do. True?
That's what I do for a living.
That's what you pay me for. See? So what I'm going to tell you is this has opened my mind. Like I had no idea. I've been practicing law for 20-ish years. You have been doing it longer. Much better looking, but longer. You have hair. More hair. Better golfer. But the fact of the matter is these are some things, while not the sexy topic, fat bank accounts are sexy, this is something that people absolutely should be considering, especially going into the height of home sale season.
Like I said, I just don't understand why someone wouldn't at least try it.
Because what's the harm?
Right. I mean, if your house is going to be tough to sell, fine. Give for sale by owner maybe a month. Mm-hmm. And then if you're just, maybe you've already bought a home and you don't want to be paying 2 mortgages or you're already set to move.
Time crunched.
Right, with something. But if, it goes back to your fear that you told me was that you felt for sale by owner people were just out to test the market and take a swing to see if they could, hit a home run with their house. Mm-hmm. That's not really part of it. I mean, part of it is really to just save the commission fees from the realtor.
And one way you can protect against getting taken advantage of or being worried about price points and that kind of thing is my favorite toy of all time, public record, the county assessor's website.
I love it too.
We have 99
Sounds
counties in Iowa. Each one has an assessor's office that has every address, every residential address cataloged, and you are able to access information about each property for free.
Now, we don't want to encourage stalking,
No.
but yes, you can go on there. You can find out the value of your house. Now, this is the government assessed value.
That's what they're taxing you on.
Right.
Right.
But you can also find out, what the house next door to you sold for, what the house down the street sold for.
I use it to remember my neighbors' names.
Okay, again,
I pull the full map and I was like, who's next door? Who's next door? I can
whatever
remember.
your reasoning, that website will at least give you a starting ground for what your house is worth. Now, typically that's what you would pay a realtor to do, is because they're going to do the same thing. They're going to do what's called comps. They go and find out, what similar houses have sold for, or their comparables.
So you can do your own research from the comfort of your own chair.
Right, and I mean, a lot of people that are interested in real estate do it anyways.
And that's the whole point of this whole thing. You can fire yourself as your own agent if you want to. No liquidated damages, nothing like that.
Why don't you pay those $21,000 to yourself?
Hey, I'll drink to that. Appreciate the time, Mr. Sayre. Good stuff.
Yep.
Super informative. We will be back with do's and don'ts with Donut, part 2.
The hardest things about being an attorney is a lot of times people think that they're dirtbags. Is that like the common consensus? I mean, I would look at that as in like there's dirtbags everywhere you go.
There are.
right? So
There
you're
are.
going to find the bad apple in every bunch.
And it's the same percentage. The same percentage of lawyers are bad guys as our financial advisors, as our accountants, as our doctors who we have to hold to account and hold to task on a regular basis. I don't think it varies across professions to a great extent. There's good guys and bad guys that do all of this, and doing it the right way is important.
I also think there's a little bit of a we hate you till we need you kind of persona out there, which when we get the calls from people, they need us. And generally it's good people finding themselves in a bad situation, and we do what we can.
So we're back with the second segment of Do's and Don'ts with Donut.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
Perfect. Fresh bar passage, sworn in, official licensed attorney, Sydney the Donut Ross.
I am.
We still haven't got to the bottom of the nickname, but we got to hold that.
Fair.
Because we have follow-up from last episode, the kids dancing around the dead body at an underage Airbnb party, right?
Over broken bottles. I did find it online.
So you followed up with the Do's and Don'ts with Donut segment to find out whether this was actually a real thing?
I did. Well, I knew it was a real thing. Why else would you post about being in a murder? But I wanted to see if I could find it based on the information that he gave in the Reddit post.
And what'd you find?
I found it.
What?
There's no MIP. They didn't find the whiskey bottle, or at least didn't charge him with it.
So no citations issued for whiskey in the backpack?
Nope, but there were two 18-year-olds that were charged with murder. One of them was collateral damage. One of them was intentional. Something about a Tesla, something about a video of dancing over the people.
Was that our guy that was dancing over people?
No, it was the murderer. Don't party with murderers.
Do's and Don'ts with Donut. Do not party with murderers. And I mean, you have actual, hold on, we got to show this. You have an actual, the Salt Lake Tribune.
Yep.
We have the headline, real thing.
Yep.
Don't party with murderers.
Don't party with murderers.
What do we have for this segment?
Another question.
Is it good?
It's very good. You're going to love it. It's
can't.
going to hit close to home.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How close?
Very close.
Shit. Okay, go.
One of my favorite cases I've worked on.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, the title is, Should I Give Police Access to Vehicle Black Box? A week ago, I was involved in an accident involving a pedestrian who unfortunately passed away over the weekend. I've been cooperative with the police because I feel I had no fault in the accident. The pedestrian was jaywalking on a very busy street at night, and I was doing everything right. Not drinking, smoking, on my phone, nothing, just driving. So now the police officer is asking for my written consent to access my vehicle's black box, and I'm not sure what to say. I've been advised to say no, but I'm not sure why, since it seems like it could potentially help my civil case. The officer keeps telling me there should be no criminal charges against me since I was following the law. If I say yes, I can present in the civil case, if there even is one, that I've been cooperative and the info on the black box can help my case, that I was doing everything in my control to prevent it. On the other hand, if I say no, I'm gonna look uncooperative and as if I'm trying to hide something. Please help.
That's a good one.
That is a great one.
How long did it take you to find that one?
I found it's been waiting.
Okay, well done.
Yep.
Because there are a number of issues that pop up. First of all is that mindset.
Yes.
Feeling a desire psychologically to be cooperative with law enforcement sends more people to prison than it probably saves.
Yes.
We know that.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Well, first, I think we should talk about what they're actually looking at, because before I worked here, the airbag control module was something I had no idea existed.
Well, he used black box.
Black box.
And that's airlines, right? Airlines
Yes.
has the so-called black box that tells you a lot about what's going on in the aircraft, altitude, speed, all these other things. And now all, especially newer vehicles, are manufactured with, as you indicated, airbag control modules, right? Mm-hmm. What are those?
They give information data when a crash occurs and the airbags deploy, like speed, brake. I don't know what else.
It depends on the vehicle, but it can even tell you the degree of movement of the vehicle. It can get really detailed information. But a lot of so what's your understanding of what's required for these modules to even record anything?
Airbag deploys. Some crash event happens where the airbags deploy.
Yep, and so 100% it should, if everything's working right, when an airbag deploys, it registers usually 5, sometimes 10, 15 seconds prior, speed, acceleration. So in other words, the pedal, it can tell if you're 100% throttle, 50% throttle, 3% throttle.
Or braking.
Braking, it can tell you braking, the severity of braking, the movement, degree of swaying of the vehicle. It can tell you a lot of those things that is captured when the airbag goes poof. There are also times that it can happen even what they call a near, I forget what the official word is, but almost like a near miss event.
Yes, I actually saw that in one of ours.
Look at that.
Near, I don't know what the word was.
Near deployment?
Yeah, something like that.
Near deployment. So in other words, if there's a sudden hard braking that exceeds the calculated threshold, so they do programs and say, if the vehicle slows down so fast, we're going to record this information. We actually had a case way back when, pre-donut, that there were a couple of near-miss events as the person was driving because they weren't driving well. It was not helpful to our case. But it was interesting to see how it can capture all the way back.
When they don't deploy.
So, okay, so the question is one, we want to know, did the airbags deploy? Was there a sudden braking event, and to the extent when? Because, I mean, when we're talking with somebody, we want to know these things. And two, what do you think?
I think that we would say the police can get a warrant if they want your airbag control module information.
If they have what?
Probable cause. And if they're
Yeah.
asking you for written consent, what do they probably not have?
Probable cause.
And if you give it to them, you probably give them a case.
Now, the interesting part is while the police may not be able to get it, what can you do? So his big concern is, or her big concern, was it a guy or girl?
I don't know.
Okay. The person's big concern was help in a civil case.
Yes, and this is something that you and your attorney could hire an individual person that has no connection with law enforcement, there no criminal charges, to get that data and tell you what it means.
So you can, in other words, the important part is whether you let law enforcement get it or not, you can say, no, I'm not letting you get it. I'm going to have my people get it. And then I'm going to have this information. And then maybe I'll decide if I should give it to you or not. Because it sounds like in this case, they're already evaluating the case as we don't have enough to charge them. So then why do you need this?
To find something to charge.
They want to look for speed. They want to look for erratic driving. They want to look for anything that could potentially hang this poor person for, reckless driving, vehicular homicide, manslaughter, whatever it may be. They're still looking.
Yeah.
They haven't said, we're not charging you, we just need this to pad our stats.
And law enforcement saying, this isn't going to show anything if you were just following the law, is, I feel like, typical to convince someone like, yeah, you're right, but things change.
Well, that's the classic, if you truly only had one drink, just take this breathalyzer and show us. They're setting it up.
Or come to our interrogation room if you had nothing to do with this. Then we'll just clear your name.
How about no? We're not doing that. I think in this situation, what are you gonna roll with?
I'm rolling with get a lawyer, or not get a lawyer.
Lawyer up.
I am the lawyer.
Always.
Dang it. I'm going with get a warrant. Tell them to get a warrant. If they can't get a warrant, then they don't have a case against you, and you can get someone else for the civil. And you don't get brownie points for being cooperative in a criminal or investigation with law enforcement in a civil case.
No law enforcement officer in this century has said, oh, that person was super nice. I'm not going to charge them with a crime, especially if it involves a dead person.
I think that's like the layperson dilemma, though, is that they believe that if they're nice enough, if they're cooperative enough, that maybe they're going to be that one person that just gets off.
So wrap
with
it
a
up.
vehicular homicide. Which
So wrap up the do's and donuts with to blow out that misconception.
The do's and don'ts, I would say, be careful with your cooperation. It doesn't get you any brownie points. Don't tell them to get a warrant.
Yeah.
Those are 3 big ones.
Do tell them to get a warrant.
Do tell them to get a warrant.
Don't think cooperation is a get out of jail free card.
And do get your own individual to go through the data from the airbag control module with your attorney.
And do lawyer up.
And do lawyer up.
I'll
Always.
drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Appreciate you. See you next time. Have a good one.
We can't change the past, but we will change your future. GRL Law. Thanks for tuning in to GRL Raw. Check us out at grllaw.com.